Let me understand. You got the hen, the chicken, and the rooster. The rooster goes with the chicken. So who's having sex with the hen?
Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
What's up, fam? What's up, family? Welcome back to the podcast. It is Baboon Yodel, your one-stop shop for anything that isn't coronavirus, because we're all sick of hearing about it, if we're honest. My name is Renee Church. I'm a co-host of this podcast, but we do have another co-host who's here every week without fail. My shining star, Edamon. How you going?
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? You got it!
Damn, you're coming in blazing, y'all.
Yeah, blazing. Do you know that? It's a tribute. It's tribute to Jerry Stiller, who died.
Aww.
Yeah.
Were you real sad when you found that out?
Yeah, I was really sad because the thing is that during lockdown period, I've watched like season 5, 6, and 7 of Seinfeld. So I've just recently been watching all of it again for the 125th time. So
it's so good,
insane. It is fantastic.
I just love it. He's like, are you saying you want a piece of me?
You say you want the hell does that mean?
Yeah, it means whatever you want it to mean. It's so good. He's so funny. Like, I was watching a few clips of him as well, and he's just so physically funny. Like, his body was so like he could really perform with his whole body, you know?
Yeah, and the voice and the sound, all of it was just so good.
Got a lot of problems with you.
Kruger, your company.
So good.
That was so good.
I really loved him. He was in the original Hairspray and the remake of Hairspray.
Yeah.
I loved him. That was like the first thing I saw him in. I loved him in those movies. So he has done a lot of different things. I think a lot of people can agree that he was a good dude. Entertaining man.
His career kind of stopped, and then Seinfeld came in and came back again. So he was in King and Queen or something, that show. Another sitcom, and he was in Zoolander as well.
Oh, true. He's just a good call. He was in everything.
Yeah, and it was a good comedic actor as well. He was really good. He was really good. They
Speaking
couldn't say
of comedy,
hello.
I thought I would look at the comedy festival book and see what would be on this week. I just thought, I don't know. I was going to look at it and I was like, well, maybe I'll just read it out. So what's the day? Okay, let me have a look. This week.
It's 16th.
The 16th this week. Let me have a look.
Recording.
That would be week. That's week. No, it's
week,
what? Okay.
Week second week.
This is the second week. So this week, we would have seen David Corrios.
Yeah.
We would have seen Donna Brookbanks. Primo Donna. We would have seen her, friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Guy Williams was on this week. If he was, Paul Sinha would have been back doing a show. Man, we missed out. Tracy Morgan was meant to be this week.
Yeah, exactly. And in the first week, we missed out Edamon and Liv McKenzie as well.
I know those two.
Those two.
I would have been there to see those two.
I hope they give us a show next year again.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that. I'm sure they're just going to honor everything again.
Hopefully they do, because I don't want to apply again. And the second time, maybe Liv wouldn't want to do it. She might want to do one time thing again. Because if they rule the whole festival out, right? And they say that the abilities will apply again, she might apply again, and she would definitely get it this time, a nomination.
Yeah, well, true. And that's the thing, is there's a lot of talk about, like, you know, because people went for it this year, or they went for it this year, and then, you know, people, not everyone gets in, but it's like, well, next year, is it the same people or new people? And all the comedians haven't had a chance to, you know, get better over the year, so it just puts a spanner in the works for everyone, I think.
Yeah, it is big spanner, huge spanner.
Huge.
Huge. Speaking of huge,
Huge.
um, speaking of huge, as recent, things have been popping up about the stuff that we talk about recently. Right?
Yeah.
Now, we've recently chatted in detail about my affinity for butt implants.
Oh
Correct?
yeah.
Right? How much I love them, and I think it was the previous episode that we talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
That will be the kind of implant that I will be getting, and that will be it. That would be butt implant. My butt to be huge and nice and soft and cozy.
And
Right?
easy to sit on. You got a portable cushion wherever you go.
Yeah, and your farts are not like thin people farts. Thin people farts are like very, it comes out like a wheeze, and there's no funny fart sound. We got a big butt. Your farts are just rumbling and rambling like an earthquake. It's
You want
fantastic.
a rumbling fart. That's what
Yeah,
you want?
I want a huge fart with on a Richter scale. It has to it has to register on the Richter scale,
It's a
and it has to
magnitude shit.
it ha- and I want a reaction that if somebody I want a reaction of somebody hearing my fart rather than smelling my fart, right? That's more embarrassing. If somebody hears my fart, they laugh it up, high five, hey, yeah, who farted, right? And but with the smelling of the fart, it's just embarrassing. People just look away, look around. They make those special kind of faces, and then there's everybody forms this conspiracy theory in their mind that who on the table has farted. But if it's loud and clear and honest, I love honesty.
An
Loud farts are
honest
honest.
fart.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Yeah, no, like a noise is hilarious. People love a noise, but then, with every peak comes a fall. So with a noise, you have to have the smell. It's just they're a package deal.
Yeah, they are a package deal.
And
But
you
do you have
never
this?
know how it's going to go until you've done the deed, until you've dealt it.
Exactly.
You never know how it's going to go.
Yeah, that's completely true. However, with the sound, you've got a diversion. You've got the sound, so people are talking about it,
It's
and
an
they're like, "Oh my
alert.
god, that was insane! That was crazy! It was a 6.7 on the Richter scale, or it was this." And then people kind of forget about the smell, unless it's a particular strength. Then your discussions and high fives will stop right in the middle as soon as that hits your face.
Hey, Ed, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When was the last time, and this is probably a while ago because we've all been in lockdown, when was the last time you were in a public setting with your friends and you let one rip and everyone high-fived you?
That was in my high school.
What? This isn't even oh my god. You're reminiscing about something in high school. What?
Because I haven't done it, because I'm a coward. I haven't done it in public in such a long time. I always go around the corner to do it.
You should be that guy who just unashamedly farts
Yeah.
in social settings, just known for just letting it rip loudly wherever you are.
Yeah, it's like I'll do it, and if somebody looks at me strangely, I said, "Well, I mean, people can breastfeed in public, so I can't fart in public. Come on, come on,
Oh no.
come on. It's all natural.
Imagine
It's
if
all
everyone
natural."
didn't have any shame and we all just I know sometimes partners or families are not ashamed, of doing it. But what if outside of the bubble, everyone was just
Yeah.
letting rip?
Well, you don't know guys. Guys let it rip all the time. If they are together, it doesn't have to be. If the
Wow.
girls around, they don't really. That doesn't happen that much. But if the guys are around, even if they don't know one or two people in the crowd, and if they know three others of them, they will rip one out and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that."
Dang.
So,
I'm
but
glad
I'm
I'm a
such a
woman. I don't have to hear that stuff. I don't want to
yeah,
hear it.
yeah, you'd have to just keep it inside and just pack it inside, and it just stays there, and then it just messes with your inner feelings, and then it just comes out later.
Do you want to hear the best story I have to do with a fart?
Yeah,
So
let's
it's
hear it.
not I didn't deal it, but So I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 15 or something. And I was staying in, I think maybe it was either Wellington or Taupo. I don't know where. I was staying at like one of those, like, you know, those homes that you can just, like a house you can rent out for a week and like stay there for a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like me and my mum, my dad, my brothers, and like you kind of like auntie and cousin and stuff. And me and my brother were staying in one of the rooms. There was two like twin beds in the room, so we both had a bed each. And we went to sleep that night, and I distinctly remember that he slept in his clothes on the top of the bed with his Chuck Taylors on, which
Mm-hmm.
first of all is a lot of questions. And
Yeah.
I woke in the morning just after 7. I woke up to him farting in my face. I woke up to his jean wearing butt in my face, farting into my face as to wake me up as I slept.
At least it filtered out of his butt through the jeans. So
Yeah, I woke up and was so enraged and mad and like just taken aback. All I could do was just like hit him on his just like kind of like slap and like hit him
yeah.
to try get my anger and frustration. I was so mad. I started yelling,
You
and
should have
everyone
taken
else
him
in
to
the
court.
loud who was sleeping heard it too. And the
Oh
fart was
wow,
so
that's
loud that
loud.
they thought that he was closer to them than he was. They were like, "Oh, he farted all the way in that other room," and I was like, "Yeah, it was right in my face." And they're like, "Wow, it sounded a lot closer than that."
Echo fart. Echo fart.
Yeah,
Like yeah, sound of God fart. That's crazy.
he was
That's
probably like late 20s at the time.
and then at that time people eat a lot of shit, and obviously the farts are even more powerful
I
at
think I've
that
blocked the
time.
smell out of my
You both-
brain, but man, it was traumatic.
Post-traumatic stress. It's like if the memories come back if somebody else farts around you, like, oh my god, oh, I gotta go to therapy now, Jesus Christ.
Well, every time I wake up, I fear that there's going to be a butt in front of me letting one rip. It's terrifying.
Oh, you're afraid to sleep.
I'm afraid to sleep, man. I haven't slept in 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's, I mean, isn't it one of those man privileges that the men can fart and women can't really fart?
Oh, well,
I
it's
think
definitely a lot, I think, a lot more like accepted or maybe expected of men to fart, you
yeah,
know?
I think women should come out farting. Come out farting. Come out farting in groups, social distance, but fart. Come out farting. Feminism.
Maybe we will. I'll have a word to the woman I know
Yeah, yeah,
and we'll do it.
yeah. Go take it to the meeting, and it's yeah, it's fascinating. But I wonder, we digressed. I was trying to, I was trying to get us from big butts to a news item, but then farting came in my head. In
Well, I
any
have a big
case,
story to tell.
yeah, there's a huge story to tell. I mean, Madonna, right? Madonna
Madonna.
would have loud farts now. Why? Would you know why?
Because she's got them implants.
Them implants. I am excited. You go, girl.
You're all about
So
it, eh?
I'm all about it. I mean, it's fantastic. Is crazy. You gotta get those butt implants. And if you're in your 60s, you got a nice round butt without wrinkles. What else do you need? I mean, it's
Mm,
better than the lip stuff. It's better than the lip stuff.
yeah. Well, I
So,
guess she has the lip implants, but
oh yeah, she has the whole face thing happening.
yeah, I think maybe butt implants are a lot more subtle. Well, I mean, you can have a big old badonkadonk and it's not very subtle, but it's a lot more undetectable that it's fake, I think.
Yeah, it is, but it is quite detectable if your whole life you've had a tiny one. You know,
Just be
if your
like,
whole
this is
life you've been a
what?
white person's butt, and then all of a sudden you got a nice big Pakistani butt. So
So everyone's
it's
freaking out, eh? Everyone on
yeah,
Instagram is like freaking out that her butt is big and weird looking.
it's crazy. I mean, the headline is worst thing I've ever seen on the article. Somebody in brackets, and Madonna fans despair over the apparent butt implants revealed in a strange selfie. So the selfie was revealed on Instagram. I went and checked out the selfie. First, it was like a dominatrix kind of. First picture was like a, you know, dominist dominatrix.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah, I
word.
see that.
That kind of picture, with some kind of lingerie, or she was about to, maybe it's swimwear. I don't know. Maybe she was feeling too hot, and with a lot of jewelry though. I mean, you got to wear the jewelry,
A lot of
and
jewelry.
just looking up, it was quite a scary photo.
It
And
kind of
then if you,
she's got the lips going, the extreme duck lips. It's a real scary
yeah,
photo.
a very, very scary photo. And then if you scroll across towards the right, and see the second photo, it shows her half face. That actually, the half face one, is quite a nice photo. I quite liked it, the half face. But you could see at the back in the mirror, the whole butt's showing. Right, it's Nicki Minaj style big butt. Right,
She's got it all
and
hanging out.
all hanging out, and I was obviously quite excited, of that,
It
but
looks
essentially
it
people
just
were not.
looks like it doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it does look like that, but she can get it, but and also it looks like it doesn't belong there because all our lives we've seen Madonna with the regular butt, right?
You can
So
see on
it's a
the first photo it doesn't look like there's anything happening there, but then when you turn it around, when you go to the next photo,
Mhm.
it's all there,
Yeah.
it's all hanging out.
And so people got really surprised. And she has been accused of enhancing her body with butt implants after sharing mirror selfie. What do you mean accused? It's not a crime.
She's on
Accused.
trial. She can do what she
She's on
wants.
trial. We'll drag her through court. And she, and it's not really apparent that it is. People are just assuming that they are butt implants. It doesn't really say that I've got butt implants. It's just that she said, um, on Instagram, that she was celebrating the start of a regenerative treatment for her missing cartilage,
Oh,
saying she's been in pain for 8 months. So it can be any cartilage, can be the ear cartilage, can be the nose cartilage,
butt
but
cartilage.
it might be butt cartilage. I love some cartilage in my butt,
Ew.
and and so people really didn't really enjoy that, and uh, it wasn't what was missing that got people talking. Rather, it was what had apparently been added. Madonna's markedly bigger than usual derriere, reflected in her mirror, quickly had fans claiming she'd ruin her body. Well, it's I don't agree with that. And somebody said, "I love you, girl, but those butt implants are too much." All right. I don't know. We're commenting on it, but we are supportive. I don't know about you, but I'm totally supportive, because she'll have some massive farts now, and fantastic.
She really will. I wonder if that's why she got the implants. She's like, I want to let rip, man.
Wanna
This is
let
feminism.
I've been stuck at home for too long making all those celebrity videos.
Maybe she
Um,
rushed. She panic implanted in her butt so
yeah,
that when she was alone in lockdown, she could just fart to her heart's content. Maybe
exactly.
that's why
And
she
she
did
was
it.
not getting any satisfaction out of them because they were like nice, wheezy, silent ones. She wanted a large earthquake rumbling ones,
Oh my
right?
god.
So that's why. Well, you never know. We speculate. We don't have any sources. This is all bullshit. So another person says, remove these implants. What? I'm not listening to you. These are literally worst thing I've ever seen. I'm not even sorry. What? How? Why would you say that I'm not even sorry? Why would
Well, it's
you
like
be
maybe they
sorry?
are the worst thing you've ever seen, but who cares, man? It's not
Who
really
cares?
affecting you.
I mean, if you don't like them, you just don't, just move on and don't really. do too
Look at the
much.
butt that you do like, you know?
Yeah, to find out on Google, you can just search Google Images, just put like hairy butts or thin butts or bony butts or anus showing butts. You can find any type of butt you want.
You really
Um,
can.
any type of butt you want, and it's your choice. The world is your oyster. Why do you have to go pick on a person? Even though I'm not a big fan of Madonna, she's a big huge celebrity, out of touch
I
with
feel
the
like Madonna's been
local.
old for ages.
Yeah, she's been old since the 90s,
You know, like I feel
early
like she's been
2000s. Yeah.
like doing the I'm old but still sexy thing for like 20 years.
Yeah, she has. She has been doing that for a while, and I think her voice is going as well because she kind of tried to sing some things during lockdown. Didn't really work out, so I think
Oh
she
yeah, I
needed to.
saw that. That was bad.
Yeah, so what was that? Fried fish and chips or something, some bullshit that she.
Do you know who I did see
Um,
sing something as well? Do you remember Sophie Ellis Bextor?
no, who's that? What was that?
She sung that "Met Her on the Dance Floor." Remember that song?
Yeah, it's ringing a bell.
And now steal the groove, DJ.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
was
yeah,
big
yeah.
in the early 2000s or
Mm.
late 90s. Um, she, I love her. She posted this video though of her. I think she had her kid, like her kids were dancing and they were playing. I can't remember what song they were playing, but there was like kind of disco lights happening and they're having a little party in their house, her and her kids, and she was singing along. And I was like, this isn't a great voice. Like I love her, but I'm like, she doesn't have the range, man.
Yeah, you gotta get the range
It makes me
again
sad when I realize that pop stars can't actually sing.
in their own house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the real singles can just pop out a guitar and just go with it. Um,
Who's your
uh,
favorite guitar person?
um, Blunt, James
You
Blunt.
like James Blunt?
He's pretty good at just popping out a thing and then start singing. I mean, he
He
doesn't need
I
any
agree, but
studio.
the last
His songs
few
are not
years
that
of albums he's released have been pretty synthesize-y, pretty
yeah.
mechanical sounding songs. So I feel like
Yeah.
he's not even on his guitar anymore. He's just on his computer.
I think that famous one, what's that famous Bob Dylan? Of
Oh,
course.
Bob Dylan's great on the guitar.
Bob Dylan's got Paul McCartney is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Willie
Uh,
Nelson.
Willie Nelson
Um,
and
you got Glenn Campbell. Bruce Springsteen, obviously. I'm just looking at the
of
posters on my
course
wall.
Bruce Springsteen, definitely Bruce Springsteen. I mean, Bruce Springsteen can. I mean,
Eric
those are the good
Clapton.
singers. Eric Clapton. Those are the ones who can go and sing anywhere, and they don't need a studio. Something you can hear because I hear a lot of Greek music as well, and a lot of people you say, oh, I love their music, and then they do a lot of live things, and when you hear them live, you're like, oh, that was shit.
Yeah.
So they don't translate
What's the point if you
live.
can't sing live? I don't get it.
What's the point? Just go get a butt implant. So
Yeah.
um so yeah, so there was that was there was one. So there were superficial criticism, right,
Mhm.
on the one end, and then there was another type of criticism where others felt the timing was off in posting the odd photos while the world continues to battle COVID-19 pandemic. I mean, if you, it's fine. What's is it spreading the virus? The butt butt
Yeah, I don't
implant.
really think it has much to do with corona. Like, the people commenting that, what are they posting?
Yeah, well, what are they? Are we supposed to feel sorry for her? Poor Madonna got botched butt implants. Boo hoo! The rest of the world is burning, and she's out here showing her ass. Well, I mean, it's her Instagram. She can show her ass. It doesn't matter. She doesn't get. It's fine. Yeah, don't buy her albums. That's it.
Exactly.
If you're to
Unfollow.
unfollow, baby. So yeah, I mean, I know that it's a very superficial thing to do and blah blah blah, but she's got the right to do it. She can do whatever she wants. She can get a rhino face and she can get a horse penis, and whatever she wants to get, she can get if it's possible. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, live your life, Madonna.
I would
Live
like
it
to get a
up.
horse penis. Yeah, that would be fantastic. So yeah, I was quite passionate in that story, wasn't I?
You really were. You
What
got
was
into it,
as well?
and do you know what? I think if Madonna heard you say those things, she would
Yeah,
feel really appreciative of you going out there and voicing your opinion against all of the haters, standing
yeah.
up for your one true icon, Madonna.
One true icon, and it proves that I'm a level-headed bloke because that I have never liked her music or any of her art. I've never liked any of the shit that she's done, but I will fight for her right to have a big butt. It's 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 her right.
It is her
So
right, and it's your right too to
it's my
have a
right.
big button to fart.
That's yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what her goal is, but my goal is the fart. So let's
Well,
see. I mean,
have some cheese, mate, and it shall
I
be
mean,
yours.
I've got a huge Kiwi Saver account. Obviously, at 65, when it matures, um, first thing I'm gonna do, get a big butt implant.
I'm gonna be there for you, holding your hand.
Yeah, it would be like a pregnancy,
Exactly.
getting a butt implant. So yeah, that was the butt implant. Speaking of butts,
Speaking of
um,
anatomy,
anatomy. Have you ever um,
God,
uh, burped the worm? Have you ever jerked the jerkin?
that's a personal
Um,
question, Ed.
yeah. Have you ever Han Soloed it? Um, have you ever punched the clown?
Punch the
Um,
clown?
yeah, that's a quite a hot one.
Okay.
Um, have you had a sausage handshake?
Oh,
Uh,
no.
have you had ever wrestled with a bald-headed champ?
I'm not answering any of this.
Any of that? Any you don't know what I'm talking about?
I do know
Have
what you're
you?
talking about.
Yeah. Have you ever master hated?
Master hated. That's funny.
Yeah, that's an emotional masturbate.
Yeah.
So, have you ever depressed or baited?
Mm, these are good
Ah,
words. We should hashtag all of these.
hashtag all of this. Oh my god! So, if you don't know what we are talking about,
And to be
um,
fair, I don't.
we are actually talking about masturbation, and it's quite natural. We were talking about it's a natural biology show today, talking about butt implants, talking about farts, talking about masturbation. We get it all together, the big trifecta triangle for everyone to take information from. So the, big news, right? IKEA in China has reminded people to not choke their chicken in stores.
A
In
reminder.
translation, a reminder. They've politely reminds we remind you to not touch yourself while in the store. So what happened is that there was a video of a woman released masturbating in an IKEA store in China,
Wow.
and that went viral. And what was happening is that I haven't seen the video because it was just taken out of the social media now. Um, but she was allegedly, and there was a woman touching herself of various furniture pieces.
Oh, what?
And
Like, go home and do that. Like,
you gotta. So this one I'm against. This one I am against. Right? Butt
you
implant.
don't sign off on
Is,
masturbating on an IKEA couch in an
no,
IKEA.
and not in public. I mean, farting is okay,
You
but
can fart in an
masturbation.
IKEA, but you cannot masturbate in
Yeah,
IKEA.
yeah, you can't you do not masturbate in an IKEA or any other store which has furniture or electronic items.
Was
So,
she clothed?
well, it doesn't say, but I think she was clothed. But there's easily unclothed if you're wearing a skirt or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Easy access.
You gotta access, right. With guys in pants is a bit of a weird thing. The statement of the Swedish furniture store said that they would take even more careful security and public cleanliness measures and ask the customers to browse stores in an orderly and civilized way.
Keep it together, people. I'm sure this is like, you know, a one time. I mean, there's probably been a few people that have masturbated in an IKEA. Let's be honest. It
I'm
probably doesn't
sure,
happen that
guys.
often, but because it's so insane, like IKEA does have to issue a statement being like, "We're taking care and making sure no one's doing anything." Because you know, like if I found out someone had done like masturbated in my local IKEA, I would be like, "I'm not going back."
Yeah, and she's the one who put out the video, right? How many people are doing it without putting out the video? We don't know. I'm scared of going to IKEA now. And
True.
even if I go to IKEA and buy something, I will get it to be taken away and disinfected and cleaned, and then
Give it the
put
corona treatment
yeah, give it the yeah, yeah. For maybe we'll start going to IKEA with the whole PPE
with the
and
whole with the full, you go with a full mask and gloves,
hazmat.
and people are like, "Corona's over," and you're like, "Ladies be
Um,
masturbating."
and I am sure. I mean, they haven't caught it, and we videos haven't been come out of it because there's no investigative journalism happening in that arena. But I'm sure guys are going into IKEA toilets and are rubbing one out. I'm
Yeah,
sure of that.
yeah,
I
maybe in
am
the toilets,
deaf.
which is
I am
um least likely to be filmed by passers-by.
at least it's private. You
That
know.
lady sounds like she wanted to be filmed rubbing one out in an
Yeah.
IKEA. Like you're asking. I mean, I don't want to say, but you are. Like if you if you're masturbating in an IKEA in the middle of an IKEA, you're asking to be filmed.
It doesn't say that, but
There's not a lot of information on this article, despite it
those
being insane.
we are just speculating. The thing is that it because the video has been removed, no free speech, etc. So I think it is quite possible that she was doing it willingly as a prank and getting videoed by a friend.
Okay.
It is quite possible. But it's a weird thing to do. Check it out. I'm gonna touch my penis or vagina, just video it, and I'm on. It's a weird thing, but you never know. It might have been. Well, the sources. I mean, the news has good sources. TMZ, it's a good
They're
source.
always there.
I was there. Hindustan Times, which is they do a lot of masturbation material. Hindustan
Yeah.
Times and Times of India, but they I think it's a big no-no. So yes to implants, yes to farting, no to public masturbation. I mean, it is not acceptable.
I
And
think
in
I stand by
IKEA,
that as
people
well.
use
That's a good thing to live by.
and people take this stuff home, right?
Exactly. Sometimes there's no stock left, and you got to take the floor model home, and that's someone's personal private time they've had on that couch.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's once you buy it, then it's your right to do whatever you want on it. I mean, you can masturbate to your heart's content on it, right? You can shit on it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, don't,
Just
but
don't
yeah, I mean, you
just
could.
just don't invite guests if you're shitting on it. So, but well, remember Pappy in Seinfeld?
Yeah, yeah.
He peed on Jerry's sofa, right? So another Seinfeld reference.
I'm gonna miss Jerry Stiller.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some of his videos. But yeah, I mean, there was obviously in Seinfeld there was a whole masturbation episode, the
True, that's
contest,
a good
if
one.
you remember.
Master of the Domain.
Yeah, King of the County, Lord of the County, right? So that was those were our news items today. So because of this, I'm an investigative journalist on the side for this podcast. I did some non-porn masturbation research.
Did
Uh,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
I look deep into it. So there's a time of India Yeah, Times of India article around the 6 masturbation mistakes men and women most commonly make. Right
Okay.
now, it might be quite hurtful to your ears, and you might, but yeah, let's jump into it.
Okay, here we go.
Let's jump into it. Right. So one of them is men masturbate till they puke. So men
What?
masturbate all the time. they and There was a news story. They said that a man felt sick, puked, had scrotum swelling and muscular pain for 2 days, and the doctor diagnosed the cause as excessive masturbation. So don't go. I mean, you can do it. It's your equipment. Just do whatever you want, but don't overdo it.
That's
Right?
insane.
Yeah. It was just too much pounding. It's just not. There were abrasions on the shaft, right?
You're talking about Shaft.
The treatment included skin grating surgery and antibiotics. Now this is explicit content we're bringing to you live from Baboon Yodel. If you are of a heart which is not that strong, please stop listening
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or keep listening. Um, then the next one is men squeeze it too hard.
Oh my
So
god.
so there have been a lot of penile fractures.
I believe that.
Yeah, too much excitement. Um, their penile fractures occur during sex, right? But a whopping 60% happens due to men masturbating too hard. So
So it
uh,
means inflicting it on themselves most of
on
the
them,
time.
yeah, it's like they're squeezing the orange. You don't want to do that, right? So the next one is that's quite practical. I mean, the next one is very practical. Men and women not changing hands. So you gotta change hands. If it's taking too long, you're gonna have, what happens is that people just use their dominant hand to do it all the time. And so you gotta change it, because otherwise you get carpal tunnel and all that other stuff
Like
for
a
both men and
hairdresser.
women. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a writer as well, a person who writes too much or
Yeah,
masturbates
yeah.
too much.
Like all great
Mhm.
art, you know?
All great art, fantastic assessment, co-host of mine.
You're
Now the
welcome,
other one,
man.
another one is men and women not practicing edging. So
Oh.
edging.
Wait, what do you mean?
So what edging means is that you so you order a pizza, right?
Okay.
And you open it,
Yeah.
and you, for the first 10-20 minutes, you just keep smelling it and don't eat it.
Right.
So when you eat it, it's it's like you've built that thing in your brain and your body, that you love it, because you were,
Is it
you're
like
really,
foreplay?
yeah, it's like stopping yourself from getting to the end,
And so
you know.
that's one of the big issues. That causes harm.
Yeah, that causes harm, because do you know that the concept of blah blah blah, you probably uh
You
it
okay?
just yeah, it's just um it doesn't, it's not, it says that it harms you, because then the more you do, quicker you do, the quicker you finish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So edging prepares you, it's like trains you to last the marathon, to
Right.
do the marathon, rather than just do the high intensity 5-minute workout. You
It
can do a
trains the
whole
guy
marathon.
to last as long as the girl.
Yeah, exactly. You put it in uh, very concise words. I was trying to get around saying that.
Well,
So,
I can say that, so
yeah, as you're the Ernest Hemingway of this podcast,
I
so
really am.
clear and concise. Now, I think this is we're on the last two. Just bear with us. Um, Women not knowing about their body parts. So you got to know the body parts, of course. I don't know if you agree with it. A study found out that 70% of the women could not identify their vagina. I don't know where it was hidden, but did you know that besides the G spot, there are hidden pleasure spots called A spot and U spot? I have no idea about
Whoa!
that. What the hell are these spots?
A spot and U spot.
Yeah.
We all
Um,
spot for ice cream.
You,
Wow. I think yeah, every woman has to sort of figure out what's happening down there for them, and every woman has a different idea of what is good for them. So it's a little bit just learning your partner or whoever you're with, and
yeah,
everyone's different.
and it's different because with the guys, there's just one thing sticking out. With the women, it's all the whole thing is inside, and there's a whole world, right?
It's very
So
complex.
very complex. So guys, get to work, and women, know your body.
It helps.
And
Yeah, it helps if the woman knows what she wants, and it helps if the men have the patience to figure out what she wants.
boom, concise and to the point. Today you are on the go.
I'm
You
on
are like
point. Let's hope that the woman can do that in the bedroom.
you're zipping and zapping
Zip
with
zap
the
zap.
zip zap zoom. Now, the last one is women not using lube. We often don't
Right.
associate lube with masturbation, but it really does help. So obviously you don't you don't want to sandpaper your vagina. So
No.
I mean, I think it goes for men as well. You don't want to sandpaper your penis as well. So, so
Have a
we
little
gotta
loosey goosey down there. It'll be better for everyone.
everyone lubricant. So now that was a racy episode. Do you
It
think
really
people would
was.
like it? It was racy in the sense that it just totally everything was about anatomy and how we play with it.
It went from like farts to masturbation, and
No,
in
it
between
went
that was Madonna's ass.
yeah. No, it went from Jerry Stiller tribute
Oh, true.
to all these things.
R.I.P. Jerry Stiller. We love you.
We love you. And yeah, guys, sorry about the explicit content, but yeah, it's natural. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta it's gonna be out there. It's you gotta double click sometime. You gotta burp the worm.
And
You
if
gotta
you felt so disgusted by what we said, we'd love to hear your hate mail.
yeah.
You can direct to us at baboonyodel@gmail.com. You can email, or you can go on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all Baboon Yodel. Let us know what you truly found offensive about this episode, because we would love to hear it.
White
Check our
knuckle
Facebook
ride on the skin bus. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks so much for being my co-host today.
Yeah. Yes, I've been quite a raunchy host.
You have.
Which is I don't know, I don't think it fits my profile. I don't think I need to be more stupid. So
Don't worry, you
let's
don't need
see.
to be all stupid, Ed.
Oh,
Just kidding.
okay.
Uh,
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. Well, hopefully we can do a podcast together once again soon, because we're in level 2 now. So
So level 2 now. But I mean, these are going out nicely. We don't have to go anywhere.
I know it's
It
kind of
sounds
good, eh?
yeah, it sounds okay as well. So I mean, it's fine. I'm quite enjoying it.
Me too.
All right. So what do we do now? Yeah, just email us, tell us, hate us, love us, whatever you want to do. And yeah, we'll talk to you another time.
All right. See you later, everyone. See you next week. Stay safe. Wash your damn hands.
Yeah, and jack that stick.
No.